Welcome back, everybody. When doing barbecues, sides are just as important as the meat. We're gonna give you a quick, easy, and delicious recipe for smoked mac and cheese. Stay tuned. First thing you need to do is grate your cheese. Don't cheap out and buy pre-grated cheese. Grate your own cheese. You're going to need 3 cups of each. You're going to divide those into 2 containers. 2 cups of each in one and 1 cup of each in another. All right, grab you a large pot of water. Add 16 ounces of macaroni into the water and then add some salt and bring that to a boil. While you're waiting on those noodles to come to al dente, get another large Dutch oven and add 1 stick of butter. Melt that butter until it's at a boiling point, but not a browning point. You're gonna add a half a cup of flour into this butter after it melts. So as this butter melts down, you're gonna add flour to it a little at a time. So we'll start doing that. You have to continue on medium heat to whisk this. What you don't want to do is burn that flour to the bottom of the pan because it'll be ruined and you'll have to start over. So you're bringing it to a brown, creamy roux into the bottom, and once you reach to this point, then you're going to grab your 1 cup of half and half, and you're going to add that in slowly. Continue to whisk and keep it creamy. What you don't want to do is allow it to clump up. So continue to add that 1 cup of half and half, and then start adding the 3 cups of milk. So you're going to whisk this in a little at a time. As you can see, it's just a steady stream and a steady pour, and we'll continue to mix this until the consistency will stick to the back of a spoon instead of run off. So once we get to that consistency where it'll stick to a spoon and not run off, we'll start pouring in the cheese. So we divided the cheese earlier into 2 cups of each and 1 cup of each. So we're going to take the 2 cups of each and add it to this mixture. We're going to switch from a whisk to a spoon, and then we're just going to stir this in slowly on medium heat, making sure that we don't have any stick to the bottom. We're going to add our 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and we're going to salt and pepper to taste. And as you can see, we're getting a creamy, cheesy mixture here. Remember, salt and pepper it to taste, and even garlic. If it doesn't have enough garlic, add a little bit more of that. We use 2 tablespoons and then salt and pepper to taste, and then we just mix that in. We take those macaroni that are done now, they're al dente meaning that they're not hard, but they're not real soft, and we add those in. So we're folding that macaroni into that cheese mix and until they are totally covered and it has a good creamy consistency. So now that we got that mixed up, we're gonna move it over and we're gonna put half of the mixture into a disposable tin pan. These are the half pans that you can buy either on Amazon or at Sam's Club and make cleanup a real breeze. So we're gonna lay half of it in here. And then we're going to take the cup of each of the cheese that we laid to the side earlier, and we're going to add half of that. We're going to sprinkle half of that onto the mixture in the middle of the mac and cheese. So once we get that half spread, we're going to put the other half of the mac and cheese mixture on top of this cheese. So we'll do that now. We'll add the other half, put that on top of the cheese, and then once we get that layered out and laid out, we're going to take the other half of the 1 cup of each and we're going to sprinkle that on the top of the entire pan. Now at this point you have 2 choices. You can just go with the cheese on the top, or you can add breadcrumbs. We like breadcrumbs on top of ours. It adds a little bit of a crunch. So we have the Progresso garlic and herb breadcrumbs that we added to the top of ours. So here we're going to sprinkle the cheese on the top. At this point, you can either stick it in the smoker or the oven, but we like the breadcrumbs on top, so we're going to take that extra step. So we'll take the garlic and cheese breadcrumbs and we will sprinkle them liberally on the top. Now this is a point of choice. We probably spread about a half a cup but you can go thicker or you can go thinner, or you don't have to add any at all. It's great without it, and it's great with it. So we'll get it out to the smoker, and we'll have our smoker set at 325 degrees. We'll smoke this mac and cheese for about 30 minutes or until we get a browning on the top. Again, this is already pre-cooked, so this is just melding all those flavors together, and then we'll get it off the smoker. So here it is, rich, creamy, and delicious. Thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on the next cook. Hey, take a minute, subscribe to our channel, and if you like what we're doing, hit the like button at the bottom. See you soon.